Hey, assalamu alaikum, friends. Thank you so much for coming to join me today. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. Today we're going to be working our core. So when I say core, think of an apple core. Wraps all around, helps with lifting and bending, helps us rotate from side to side, as well as grabbing anything overhead. And that's why it's important to work our core. So for this whole workout, when we're doing the exercises, I'd like you to drop your belly button in and up, tighten that up, close the gap between your rib cage and your hips. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a warm up. My hands will be hip width, my knees will be hip width, my feet will be hip width. And it's going to be my wrists over my shoulders, and I'm going to go ahead and round my spine and then arch my spine and round my spine. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Do this a few more times. Inhale and exhale. And you'll notice my hijab will be bothering me throughout the workout. That's okay. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to warm up our shoulder blades. So just dropping through our shoulder blades. Nothing else is moving, just our shoulder blades is lowering and lifting us. Lowering and lifting, lowering and lifting. Great job. All right, so coming to the forward to the end of the mat, we're going to get into a warm up. So I don't want you to round your spine here. I want you to lift your shoulders away from your ears, creating a gap, and pretend like you have an apple under your chin. Don't just bend your chin. And we're going to tuck our tailbone underneath as we lower ourselves down to wherever is challenging for us. Maybe you can do more, maybe you could do less, and you're going to exhale all the way through that window. Straighten out your back again and do it all again. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you lower yourself down with that apple under your chin. Inhale and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you lower. Inhale. And start pulsing. Exhale. Good. Good. Great job. Now we're going to straighten out our legs and stretch ourselves over those legs, allowing ourselves to take a minute. All right, this next movement, back to the feet hip width. I'm going to take my shoulders away from my ears again, pretend like the apple is under my chin. I'm going to lower myself down, my elbows stay up, and I'm going to try to tap the mat. Now, maybe you can't tap the mat. Maybe you can't go down so far, and that's fine. The further down you go, the harder it is. And let's take a minute to rest. Great job. And now crunches. So again with the apple. And I'm not going to pull my head here. I'm going to just rest my hands on my head as I crunch, alternating sides. Twisting, lengthening, and remembering to draw my belly button in and up. Here's my break. So we've been working the front portion. I don't want you to sink into your shoulders. Keep your long neck and bring your feet hip width. Squeeze your bum up. Think nice and strong. Let's hold it here. Get used to this movement. This will also be your level 1. So when we start progressing this movement, remember you can just always come here. Just make sure you don't sink into your shoulders. Keep a nice long neck. And let's lower ourselves down, straighten our legs out, give ourselves a break. Inhale, exhale, rounding over our legs. Great job. Coming back into the bent legs. And we're leaning back. We're going to lift our arms overhead. Don't bring your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And just straighten out your arms. Lower and lift. Great job. Hang in there. We're almost done. And let's start rotating from side to side, getting some obliques in there. I don't need you to put any pressure on your fingers or on your arms. Nice light movement. We will take a break, don't worry. Bring it up, straighten out the legs, and exhale, folding over. Great job. Going back into that reverse plank, this time progressing the movement just a bit. So tightening up our glutes as we start marching, getting some ab work in there. Good. Excellent. Remember, as you lift, you're keeping that leg in a 90-degree angle. And let's lower and give ourselves a break. Inhale, exhale, excellent. All right, back to the bent legs, lower ourselves down, and this time we're going to flap up and down as if we are birds. Let's pretend like we're birds flying over Cuba. Yes, Cuba's a good spot. Tighten up your abs, pull them in and up. And here's your break. Okay, we're going down into our reverse plank again. Shoulders away from ears. We're going to lift. Before we were marching, that was level 2. Now we're tapping our heels out. Great job. And if you can, feel free to start speeding it up, getting some cardio work involved also. Remember, the glutes are not touching the ground. And your mat might bulge like mine. That's okay. And slow it down. Here's your break. All right, let's go for roll-ups. So it's a different variation of your roll-ups. Your feet are going to be as wide as the mat. Arms go up, shoulders away from ears, tucking in my belly button, pulling it in and up. And we lower one vertebrae at a time. There will be a moment where you might want to thump. I don't want you to do that. I want you to focus on that strength, that core strength, to lower one vertebrae at a time. And then the hard part, rolling yourself back up all the way through that window. And again, inhale, lowering it down, apple under chin, one vertebrae at a time. Slowly challenge it. Good. Inhale here and exhale as you roll yourself back up. Good. Inhale, exhale. We'll do a few more on our own. lowering it down. And this might take some training, and that's okay. This is what, inshallah, you will work up to. We're only doing a few more. And exhale all the way through over a ball. Good. And arms come out to the side, and we start tapping up and up and up. And this might be challenging, so you might need to bend your knees. You might need to lie down doing this, and that's fine. Find your level. Almost done. Hang in there. And here's our break. Arms come up, lower ourselves down. This is the last one before we change positions, and we crunch. So before we were going side to side, and now we're simply just crunching it up as we march. Good. And remember that the angle that you're at, depending, if you go lower, it'll be harder. If you stay higher, it'll be easier. And break. Yay, we did it. Done this portion. I will have you out of here in no time. And we bring our hands under wrists, under shoulders. Remember that you can always form a fist if you have problems with your wrists. That depends on you. Don't arch your back, don't round your back. Find your neutral, and then tuck your tailbone underneath so you can engage those abs. My knees are hip width, my feet are hip width, my hands are hip width. I'm tucking my toes underneath, and I'm lifting, drawing my belly button in and up, fighting gravity. And this will be our level 1. Just getting used to the movement is enough of a challenge sometimes. Almost done. Hang in there. And lower yourself down. Extend into a plank position, and let's go for springs. So we're going out and in, out and in. And you want to try to lower your butt rather than sticking it up in the air. And in. You should feel this burn in your quads. You should feel this in your shoulders, still getting your abs involved. Squeeze your glutes on that spring. So once you come back into the plank, your glutes are squeezed, and break. Let's come onto our side now. Remember, elbow under shoulder. Don't sink into the shoulder. That's a no-no. Draw your abs away from the mat. You can bend your knees. Here's your level 1, hand on hip, and lift. Or, a little bit more of a challenge, lift the arm off your hip. Now, level 2, you're going to go up onto both feet, and no pressure onto that arm in the air. Just keep it soft. Feel strong. And we're almost done. Fabulous job. And let's lower it down and switch sides. Yay! One side done. All right, bending those knees, level 1. There's no shame in being a level 1. Don't sink into your shoulder. Come up nice and strong. Hold it up. And let's lower it down. Great job. Okay, we're going to up it a notch. So we're going back on all fours. Remember, the level 1 was just holding it here. Don't round, don't arch. Tuck the tailbone under. Tuck the toes under and lift. Start marching. So right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left. Sorry. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. Right, left. So the same leg that you come out with is the same leg that you go back in with. So I started with my left. I'll go out with my right, come back in with my left, come back in with my right. And lower it down, stretch it out. Feeling it in your shoulders. Feeling it in your core and your legs. And we're going back into that side plank. Allowing ourselves to brace our core, lift it up. Level 2, you're right here with one leg bent. There's no shame in being a level 2er either. If you can, both legs out and lifting. Thinking light, no matter how you're feeling. And let's lower it down and switch sides. You'll notice one side is easier than the other, and that's perfectly okay. That's normal. We have one dominant side and one weaker side. And let's lower it down. Coming back on all fours. Tucking our tailbone under. We're going to jump out and jump in and jump out and jump in. Just a small, tiny jump. When you jump in, try to keep your glutes down. Lower it down. Great job. Fabulous. We've got one more. So we're tucking our toes. And we are going to come back on all fours, draw our belly buttons in. Don't arch, don't round, neutral spine, tucking the tailbone under. We're going to extend one leg and leg press up. Now, if you start feeling this movement in your back, I'd like you to come back to neutral, realign your spine, tucking your tailbone under, and then start again. Bring it in, extend the opposite leg, and lift. We're going to do this again on both sides. And lower it. And lift. Draw the belly button in. and lift. Lower it down. Here's our break. Lower it down. Here's our break. All right, we're coming back on all fours, this time in a plank position, one straight line. Into a downward dog. We're gonna lift our leg up, getting that booty pop, and then coming back into a plank position. Going downward dog, lifting, bringing it down, neutral spine. Bring it up, press, bring it down, bring it up, 1, 2, 3, and down. Almost done. And my hijab's going all over my face, but that's okay. You guys don't care. Back into a plank position. Going downward dog, lifting, bringing it down, neutral spine. Bring it up, press, bring it down, bring it up, 1, 2, 3, up, 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 and down. Stretch it out and bring yourself down. Let me fix my hijab. All right, let's get you guys to stretch out a little. You're fabulous. You did it. Yay. So I'm going to come. I'm going to stretch it out. My elbows. This time I'm going to grab with one hand. I'm going to grab the wrist of the opposite hand, and I'm going to bring it higher onto my back. And I'm going to push my chest out and feel this in my shoulders, stretching it out. And I'm going to change hands, so the opposite hand grabs the wrist. I'm not going to bring it on my lower back. I'm bringing it higher, and I'm pushing my chest out. It's a great stretch. And let's come up to a seated position, bringing the bottom of one foot onto the thigh of the other. And let's stretch our obliques out, that whole side. And if you look down here, you'll get a nice stretch and kind of like the side of your back. Great job. Let's switch. So the opposite foot goes on top, and we stretch out that side. And looking down. Great job. Let's bring the bottom of our feet together, stretch out our inner thighs, stretch out our spine, and lower ourselves down. And from here, we'll stretch out our legs, grab onto our toes or our ankles or calves, pull ourselves in. And switch sides. Fabulous job, ladies. Thank you guys so much again. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I hope to see you guys again soon.